Hello everyone. I'm doing a video about the dev update that they're going to have for Dead by Daylight. Hopefully you guys kind of enjoy this. It's going to be my first time doing kind of a dev read and have you guys all together and sit down together and do this. So we're just going to be basically just reading off everything that they're going to have and then maybe watch the video afterwards, but we're going to definitely be watching this video to see the preview for the animations for the characters. But yeah, let's start getting this going. So, the very beginning, it says, "A new year is upon us, and we're ready to kick it off with a big way. Welcome to our Journey Developer Update, a series of blog posts delving upcoming changes making their way to Dead by Daylight. If you prefer to watch the update instead, check it out. Nah, we ain't watching nothing except that animation." So we got a clown update. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. So I enjoy the theme as a evil gesture, and I don't like the gameplay as the um, clown. The clown, you just throw a bottle. That's it. There's nothing really else to it. But now that they're adding something that's pretty awesome, kicking things off, the clown is receiving some changes in the upcoming mid chapter. Our resident funny man has been cooking something up, introducing the afterpiece antidote. This new throw bottle shatters and releases a delayed yellow gas. Once the gas is activated, anyone who steps in the gas receives a 10% movement speed bonus. Like your tonic, this effect lingers for a few seconds after leaving the gas. You can swap between the tonics and antidotes by tapping the active ability button at any time. Antidote isn't just a name, they will be cure any negative effects from the afterpiece tonic. So you'll want to be careful where to throw them. They may make you faster, but poorly thrown bottles will make the survivor faster as well. Or you may want to lure a survivor to an area with no pallets remaining with a juicy antidote. But remember, if two gases collide, they will neutralize each other and disappear. Basic chemistry, right? Okay. We also recognize that every second counts. That's why we reduce the time taken to reload your bottles to 3 seconds, down from 5. Awesome. Reloading is the only time you can reload naturally is basically after you hook somebody. Or if you do it mid chase, you're just gonna lose your survivor. Gens are gonna get popped. Okay. Reloading will give you 4 bottles to any combination. You do not need a reload tonic and antidotes separately. Oh, so they reload it all together. That's actually really good. Last but not least, we're done a pass on the clown's add-ons. There's some interesting new combinations in there and curious to see what you can do with them. I enjoy the clown. It feels like you could probably, yeah, I feel like it's a 10% increase of movement speed if you use that tonic, the antidote. So I do some theory crafting. You could do probably a speed boost build for yourself and never use um the tonic. So I don't know. You could do some interesting stuff with them. You could do different builds. I feel like he's a lot more diverse. You could do so much things, and then you just use your um, tonic to slow people down afterwards. But other than that, I think it's pretty good, healthy update for the clown. More interesting to play. But yeah, we're gonna head into the HUD updates. Ooh, the biggest thing that everybody's complaining and crying about. So, crying about and also liking it in neutral, you know. So, out in the old, in with the new. We've all got some fond memories of in-game HUDs, but after 4 years additions, we felt that it was time to rebuild it from the ground up. Seeing is believing here. So here's a couple of examples what you can expect. Okay. All right. Okay, so as a graphic designer, and somebody that knows a few things about placements of things. I agree on some parts of what people say, and I disagree with some parts. Most people say there's too much information everywhere, and as well, like you have to look around the screen to find information. But I mean, the bottom right is only effective if you have perks that you need to see the information, like activation for Spies in the Shadows, Pop Goes a Weasel, a bunch of other perks, nurses, barbecue and chili stack procs. You know, that's the only thing. And then I feel like if they kept the stuff from the top left, the icons of the characters, to the bottom left, like they did before with the same character icons, that would be interesting. I think that would go really well. But saying that, yeah, I kind of like it. It's it's very neutral for me. So the first thing you'll probably notice the new layout. We aim to keep things clean and familiar to too long time survivors while updating the HUD. But that's not all. The new HUD comes with a few tricks up its sleeves. Character portraits no longer will stare blankly at a generic figure in the corner, trying to figure out which one is a Meg and which one is a Dwight. You'll now see the faceless survivors next to their name. I enjoy that. I want to know who I'm about to tunnel and camp. I'm just kidding. No, it's not the reason. It is good for killers that are good that don't tunnel the injured survivor. Because you could have all the survivors injured. You won't know who's, getting unhooked. And you look and you're like, oh shit, I'm going for this guy. Now you don't have to really worry about it. Now you can be like, oh, that's just Dwight. I don't want to mess with him. So it's pretty good. And you can see who gets healed instantly. You know where that specific survivor is. So specifically, if you know a Dwight is in this corner of the map by a generator, and you left him there earlier, and then he gets healed, now you know there's two survivors there. But which one, you won't know. But you know it's specifically the Dwight that might have Dead Hard and a bunch of other perks that you just acknowledged because you were chasing them. So now there's a hook counter as well. There's a progress. It shows how much the hook counter goes towards, and it goes under their portrait name. This will help you remember who's been hooked, who hasn't, and who can't afford to be hooked again. Killers will also see the meters showing their hook progress to keep them an idea how well they're doing. That's pretty good. I like it. I like it shows how many hooks you've gone through. So if you're like a friendly survivor, like I'll name drop Threat Design, he is a friendly killer. So he usually lets like everybody go at the very end. They don't disconnect or kill themselves on hook. But yeah, those are very good like notifications for people that just want to play the game for fun. The UI scale options, are you squinting at a tiny screen across the room trying to make out the next text says? Or are you the minimalist who wants the HUD to take up little space as possible? Either way, you've covered. We'll find a new options to increase or decrease the size of the HUD in the option menu. And so, streamers out there, don't worry. We didn't forget about you. We made sure to leave a space for you to put your camera without covering up the important HUD elements. Okay, so I'm gonna be up here. That sucks though. Well, I'll still be here on the screen. I don't know if you can see the mouse. Yeah, I'll still be here. But I guess this is where they expect people to be. But I have a green screen, so it don't really matter to me. Okay, so this is the new update for the Survivor Locomotion Animation Update. This is what I'm excited about too. I like the flowy movement of the survivors, and they look better. Keeping with the theme of updating what's old, we have revisited survivors' animations. As the game moves toward a more realistic direction, we felt it was only fitting to switch to more realistic and fluid animations. We have made a consist, conscious effort to change movement itself. Your inputs, as well as character speed, turn rates, acceleration, have not changed. We actually have. While the actual movement for survivors has not changed, new animations can make it feel different to control. We'll be keeping a close eye out for feedback to make sure we find a compromise between making things look better while also keeping the feeling right. So this is the video we're gonna watch. Ooh. Wait, that little slow jot, right? The little slow jot. How do you do that? Is that a con? I don't think you could do that specifically on console, because you can. I mean, you can kind of press on it. Uh, I mean, PC. Sorry, PC. I feel like it would be kind of difficult to slow down like that. So I think a controller is the best option for if you want to slow down on a run for whatever reason. Ooh, people actually fall correctly from the actual hit. The flip, nice. Unbreakable, nice. Ooh, that's really nice. Okay, that's really good. I like that. That's really good. Okay, well, there's that. There's the Survivor Locomotion animation update. I like it. I like the update. Matchmaking, rating, and ranked rewards. Everyone's favorite, in my opinion, to talk about in this game. Ranks mean absolute dog right now, and they always will be absolute dog. There is no reason why this game should have a ranking system except to go against other people that are in your skill cap. This is not, trying to be a esport type of game. There's no, like stupid stuff like that. Rank 1 should just be rewards. I already can see that's what it's going to be. Starting with some good news, matchmaking ratings are returning in the next new future. Oh. We have been hard at work tweaking the system since our tests last year, and we prepare to re-enable skill-based matchmaking for another test soon. For more information, okay. But that's not all. We will be happy to with matchmaking ratings and turn the system on for good. We'll be introducing rank rewards. Since ranks will be no longer be used for matchmaking, it will be instead be proposed to reward dedicated players each month. Everyone will be given blood points based on the highest rank they reach, and then be reset to rank 20. Ooh, rank 20 reset. You'll earn rewards for both killer and survivor separately. For example, if you reach 1 on both roles, you'll receive 500,000 blood points. That's pretty good. That gives me an initiative to actually try to hit rank 1. I can hit rank 1 without an issue if I just play certain killers. Easy peasy. But now I actually have a reason. Yeah, I just want the blood points. I don't care about being sweaty. I just want the blood points. So there's going to be a graphics update now. In case you missed the reveal, the next realms due for graphic updates are the Guided Meat Plant and the Protus Print Asylum. Here's a sneak peek. This looks beautiful. I know this is probably not in-game. If this is in-game, that'd be insane, but I really doubt it. But this looks beautiful. If it looks like this, please. This is really good too. Yeah, okay. This is the little hallway that you go do the looping. And there's usually a wall here that you can vault or a wall here you can vault. Oh yeah, the asylum looks fantastic too. I actually really enjoy this. Okay, I'm happy with this update. Okay, so now we're at the miscellaneous. The wraith gets true invisibility, so it's a complete invisibility beyond 24 meters. So meaning as you cannot see him. There's no way you can see him, except the only way you can detect him is spine chill. That's how it is in premonition. Somewhat visible between 24 and 16 meters, so it's the little shimmer that you can see, which is pretty good. I like that. Unchanged within 16 meters. Okay, so just the regular. Nothing's really changed. Okay. The Trapper Escape Mechanical Update. You've stepped in a trap? Now what? Previously, you've had 25% chance to escape a trap each attempt. This sounds simple on paper, but 4 attempts only adds up to a roughly a 68% chance to escape. This makes traps pretty unreliable. Survivors could get out of their very first try before you have a chance to react, or they could try dozens of times without escaping. Me, as survivor, generally, I like enjoying. I take small game and then I find the trap with my foot every time. It's guaranteed. But yeah, to combat this, we have switched to a flat distribution. Each time a survivor steps in a trap, it will take them between 1 to 6 attempts to escape. What does this mean in practice? Well, between the 1-3 attempts, the change to escape is lower than before. At 4 attempts, the chance to escape is roughly the same as before. Between 5 to 6 attempts, the chance to escape is higher than before. I think the 6th trap is a guarantee free. Add-ons to reduce the chance to escape will be updated, increase possible numbers of attempts accordingly. So there's an increase of chances of attempts. We'll hope to keep that exciting. I am going to escape. I'm going to get there in time moment while reducing the frustration and making it easier to understand. Yeah, the frustration as a trapper main myself is that I'm very unlucky when it comes to it. As soon as they get snapped, they do one escape and they are out every time. So that's the 68% chance just working of just escaping. All right, so now we got deep wound adjustments. Deep wounds have gone through a few iterations, and once reasonable 30-second timer now seems a little too generous. We'll be simplifying deep wounds. The deep wounds timer is now 20 seconds longer, regardless of how it was applied. The Legion's add-ons that remove deep wound time has been adjusted accordingly. We wanted to add a bit more urgency to mending while we leave room for edge cases, such as needing Snap Out of Madness 3 before using Able to Mend. Oh. Okay, so mending is just better now. I mean, less. It takes 20 seconds, you know. The deep wound timer is now 20 seconds longer regardless of how it is applied. Oh, so it's increased by 30 to 50? Oh. Huh. I don't know about that change. That's not very good, I don't think. Diversion, aka Pebble. Diversion has found its way into the hearts of many people in spite of not being theoretically powerful. We believe that the world should have more pebbles. With that in mind, we are reducing the time taken to activate diversion and simplify its perks tiers to make it more reliable at lower levels. Awesome. Diversion is going to be in my build. I'm excited. Fixated. You don't hate it when you get hit so hard that you forget how to walk slightly faster. Us too. Fixated will remain active even if you're injured. Oh, cool. Fixated works. Okay. Hex Undying, the thing that everybody wants to change. We've been watching this one closely, and there's a few things we'd like to address. Transferring the next same hex multiple times to get out of the hand. Hexes are meant to be strong perks that can be destroyed, and having to destroy the same hex 4 times can be a bit much. Yes, it is. It is quite annoying when you're unlucky and you get every single hex in the game and you don't find it. But just do the generator. But Since tokens aren't transferred when a hex changes totems, Undying was unpopular with the perk with the rune, other than rune, which does not have any tokens and immediately at full power. Agreed. Having aura reading in all totems also made it very powerful. Tracking on top of its other effects is a little redundant with Hex Drill. So they're taking the Aurora reading effect away, which is great. And the Hex Undying works as well. That's awesome. Anytime a Hex totem is cleansed, it will replace the Hex Undying totem. Hex Undying is then deactivated. This ensures that the first totem cleanse is never your other Hex perks. Okay. Any tokens you've received accumulated are now kept with the Hex perk transfer totems. This way you're not starting from scratch partway through the patch. Aurora reading ability applies to dual totems. Only applies to dual totems. Oh, okay, so just reading that. Okay. It only works for dual totems. That's okay. That kind of screws my build up trying to do inner strength, but that's fine. It doesn't show you cleansing the hex that's active. That's okay. I like that. We hope these makes hex perks other than just ruin more appealing than using Undying. You can use Undying and Hex Third Seal. You got her Third Seal now. And this is Iron Maiden. Instead of 15 seconds, it's 30 seconds. It's a minor buff to Iron Maiden. I like building Iron Maiden with the Trapper sometimes. Just for fun. Open Hand. Open Hand makes for some interesting builds, but the lower values meant that you need to convince other survivors to stack it to see any noticeable results. To make this more appealing choice will be increase the Aurora reading range between to 8, 12, and 16 meters, but limiting you to the effects of the one open hand at a time to prevent it from getting out of hand. Okay. Now there was a little bit of pun there. I see it. To the one friend who really didn't want the run open-handed, but did anyways because the rest of the group wanted to, you're welcome. Thanks. I like taking open-handed sometimes. Second wind, another simple one. We reduce the time it takes for a second wind to heal for you after being unhooked. With that, we received the end of the developer's update. Okay. My thoughts. I think everything's great. I like it all. The HUD update just needs to move this down here, this just to scoot over something. Just fucking throw it up there or something. I see how people can say this looks like a mobile game, but you know what, whatever. I'm so used to it from MMOs and stuff, changing UI, so I really don't care. I like the new UI. It's a little different. It's fresh. It's like playing League of Legends and seeing the same exact UI every single time, and it's annoying. You know, you could with the scale options. I'm excited for that. I'm fucking blind when it comes to looking at things. So increasing it to a bigger size so I can see, it's definitely gonna help me out. The Survivor Locomotive, it's aesthetically nice. I like it. Maybe you could read survivors a lot better now. They actually stop and turn, you know. Rankings, I don't know. On paper it seems okay, but we'll see. I played since when the match ratings were just like regular, like when it first came out, and every human being that played the game complained, so they got rid of it. But them bringing it back might help. We'll never know. Graphics updates. These look beautiful. I'm happy these are fixed. Wraith invisibility. You're going to see me playing Wraith a lot more. I actually love playing Wraith. Now it's going to be even more scarier to play him. Trapper. It's a quality of life. This is just a quality of life build. Like update. It's quite nice. It's nice on paper. We need to see it on PTB next week. See what's going on. Deep wounds are nice. It's a nerf actually. It's just I don't know. Deep wounds didn't really bother me too much. Diversion. Hey, whatever makes the meme builds work again, I'll do it. I like it. Fixated works now. Undying is getting nerfed, buff. I mean, it's just getting nerfed in general. But Undying actually works and gets buffed with it. So we're definitely going to see more Undying plays and as well Hex Third Seal, which I don't mind. Hex Third Seal is playable. Still play the game. Um, Undying, not Undying. Ruin, Undying. Really not a fun combination. It makes some killers very good when they're not. It's just something I've noticed. Iron Maiden buffed. Open Hand buff. Second Wind I think is buffed also. Yeah, it's buffed. Yeah, so definitely one of my favorite updates. But we'll see. Well, thank you guys for coming on. If you guys like these videos, I'll make sure to make a developer update. Reading off the list. If you guys want me to do a video just about the volume, the dev tapes, I will definitely read those off for you guys and have a reaction video to it. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone. I will catch you guys probably sometime when I stream between 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on the weekdays, PST, and you can find me on Twitch TV, Eviljesture, and follow my YouTube if you want. All right. Thank you guys for coming on. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace, everyone.